Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Got a special beer today, another beer made by my friend Jeremy over at Steadfast Brewing. This is their brand new fall seasonal pumpkin spice ale. Now, if you don't know the deal with Steadfast, all their beers are gluten-free, 𝐒𝐭𝐞 friendly, and all I don't know why, but for some reason gluten-free beers have to have the nutritional facts just like cider. So 2013 release, just came out like a week or two ago, I think. Using my official Steadfast pint glass here. Thanks for the glass. So anyways, let's take a look at it. Maybe this isn't a great picture. It's it's a pretty typical pumpkin. I mean, it's like, pretty much the same color as the bottle. Like a copper bronze color. It did have a little bit more of a head when I poured it. And it smells like most other pumpkin beers. It has like a lot of the spiciness to it, the kind of potpourri. Since they actually have the ingredients on here, I just wanted to read this. Ingredients: water, sorghum extract, rice syrup, pumpkin puree, molasses, lactose, maltodextrin, vanilla extract, hops, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, allspice, pumpkin spice. So, yeah, plenty of spiciness going on in this one. I guess this is going to be the sorghum equivalent of a pumpkin potpourri beer. And it's 6% ABV, so here we go. My first ever gluten-free pumpkin beer. Cheers. You know what? I think the sorghum base lends itself to a pumpkin beer pretty well, because you have, like sorghum has like kind of like a twangy, earthy kind of flavor to it, but at the same time you can throw these spices in there, like we just said, the clove, the cinnamon, the allspice, vanilla, just generic pumpkin pie spice, whatever that is, so that you can have like that kind of like I said, like potpourri kind of taste. I'd say this is a little bit more like rustic and like spicy, as opposed to just straight pumpkin pie like Southern Tier Pumpkin. The mouth feels like, a little bit thin. It's pretty crisp. I don't know if you can see. If you look at my blog, you'll see a picture of when I first poured the beer. It was like really, really bubbly, like when you pour like a soda, like a fresh soda. Actually, it kind of has like the mouthfeel of soda. Although it's not nearly as effervescent as that. Not that I would want it to be. So this is like a nice kind of clean. It's actually rather refreshing while it's in the mouth. A little bit of bitterness in there, but it's like kind of getting back to what I said at the beginning, where you have that sorghum base, so it's like kind of twangy, earthy, plus the spice character in there. So I mean, it's not like a lot of like hop presence per se. I mean, like you get. I mean, yeah, there's like a little bit of bitterness in there, but it's like, I mean, in the case of the vast majority of regular pumpkin beers, hops really aren't the star of the show, and there's really no reason for them to be. It's just to kind of add a general bitterness, so it's not like, cloyingly sweet or anything. It's nice because, like, that first sip that I took, I could taste the sorghum, but ever since then, now I'm just drinking it, and I'm just, like, tasting it as, like, a pumpkin beer. Getting like these individual spices, like none of them really jumps out me like individually, where I'm like, oh, I can taste this or this or this. It's a melange. They're all together. I mean, it's just kind of potpourri. Like walks a fine line between being sweet and, I don't want to say bitter, and I've already said rustic enough times, but I think you know what I mean, where it's not like, I don't know, taste Taste the way potpourri smells. And I mean that as a compliment. Yeah, this is pretty good. I don't think it, like I said, I've never had a sorghum pumpkin beer before, and this is their third. This is their third release. They had the regular pale ale, which is like, it's more of like an IPA because it's like really hoppy, big body beer. They also did a Belgian Golden Blonde. It's basically like a wit beer, which I really liked. Ben and I actually recorded a review of that for his channel, but he never posted it. Sucks. Maybe I'll do a review of that again sometime. As far as this one, yeah, I mean, I'm liking this pretty much as the other ones. And I like it as a pumpkin beer. I mean, honestly, I mean, very few beers can, like, you know, are on the same playing field as Southern Tier Pumpkin. I mean, for me, like, you know, that's the pinnacle of pumpkin beer. But this is definitely way above average. I've actually had, if you've seen my my website, I've had a really good pumpkin beer in a long time, and I gotta say, this is one of the better pumpkin beers I've had in quite a while. This would be a good beer to have with Thanksgiving, because you have like that kind of the potpourri kind of flavor would go great with, you know, your turkey, your stuffing, your mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, all that stuff, because it's not like too sweet. It's more on the like kind of sort of spicy kind of side to it. So I mean, if you don't like the pumpkin pie type beers, and you like the more, like, you know, organic, like authentically tasting beers, then you'll like Steadfast Pumpkin Spice Ale. As for a rating, I mean, these beers are hard to review because, you know, you kind of got to go on a little bit of a curve. I don't think it's fair to compare sorghum beer with a malted barley beer just 1-to-1. But I mean, the few sorghum-based beers that I've had, very few of them I've liked, although I've liked the entire Steadfast line. So Jeremy and Drew and all the guys over there, they really know what they're doing. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. If you're gluten-free, a celiac, or however you pronounce it, sorry, and like you want beer, like if you want beer for Thanksgiving, this is the beer to bring to your Thanksgiving if you can't have gluten. So yeah, so 8 out of 10 for Steadfast Pumpkin Spice Ale. Pick it up if you see it. I like it. Sorry this review is going kind of long, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.